Quickly before we begin the video, I just wanted to say that there are new bookmarks in my shop. I had to push this shop update forward because life really hates me and two things came up. So you know what, I'll just put my new bookmarks up, and plus restocks of some old favorites like Diner and Dryads. Dryads does have like a little bit of a different look than it used to, but basically the same thing. So anyways, check out my shop, Katherine.shop, if you wanna get some bookmarks. Thank you. Goodbye. Hi. I have barely been reading this July so far. It's already July 16th. I swear it was just July 9th. I don't know why I think it was just July 9th, but that date is sticking in my head. I haven't really been reading much because I haven't been doing well much, so I've just mostly been watching movies and things. Force me to stop watching Culpa Me, I dare you. It's not gonna happen. It's on Amazon Prime. It's like a Wattpad story, and I thought it was gonna be a bad fun time. Bestie, I'm hooked. I'm sure that the source material is a lot more problematic, but I like what they did with the movie, so it made it like an actually fun time, not a bad fun time. Anyways, love that. I also have seen through my window. That one, okay, that was a bad fun time. That was like actually like Wattpad. Was it even a fun time? That's like actually like Wattpad story vibes. Okay. Anyways, so I figured, because I haven't been doing well, my sleeping schedule has also really suffered because of it. I just woke up at 4 p.m. so that's great. I love that for me. That's so healthy. And yesterday I had a really, really, really bad headache, which I don't normally get bad headaches, so I don't know what that was all about. I don't even know why I got a really bad headache. It was for literally no reason. Even though I just said like I haven't really been reading, I have been reading. I just haven't been finishing books at all. I don't even know what the last book that I finished was. It was probably so long ago. It was definitely last month. I don't think I've finished anything this month yet, but I'm currently reading The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. This is in a sense about Dracula. These people trying to track Dracula, Vlad the Impaler, through history, and it's so fun. The beginning part starts off very dark academia, and then towards the end it gets very dense with history, which I love history, so I'm really having a great time. If I didn't do photography, I would have studied history. Regrets. But I think that probably wouldn't be for everybody, but it's very interesting, and I really love what this author has done with like history and is putting it in this narrative. Very layered. Love the multiple time jumps, POVs, which normally I hate. I hate time jump, but I'm enjoying it. So I'm at chapter 73, which is 89% of the audiobook, and I'm almost done. And I asked my mom, because when I got the physical copy of the book, I was like, this looks familiar. I swear that we own this book within my family. And so I asked my mom, and she said she thinks she has it like away in storage right now, but hasn't read it. And so she went in to Libby, because I share my library card with her, and Libby's the platform that I used to like listen to the audiobooks from the library. She went in and started listening to the damn audiobook from what I was listening to. She like mentions it that she started it, and she was like, this sounds super familiar, maybe I have read this. And I like quickly went to Libby, and I was like, this woman, she just restarted my audiobook. And I thought that it lost my progress, but I knew where I was, and plus when I opened the audiobook, it gave me the option to stay where I was or go back or go to where she had jumped to. That really gave me a panic, lady. What the heck? So I'm gonna finish this book, almost done. And I feel like there's a lot to go. How are we gonna wrap this up so quickly? And I also have a physical copy of the book, which I don't actually know where it is right now. It's probably in the living room, because that's where I think I was reading it last. Going to finish that, and the theme of this reading time here is to finish all of the books that I have started but I have not finished. So I was writing my Patreon, all the books that I have started that I should finish. Let me see. I don't remember what. A good thing I wrote it down for you guys on the Patreon. So now I can look back and see. Okay, Blood Mercy by Vila Roth. This is on audiobook. I'll talk more about these as I approach them. A Ship of Bones and Teeth by Karina Halley. I tried to pick this up again the other day when I was not feeling good in the head, but I was like, am I feeling this vibe? I don't know. It felt very summery, and I'm just really over summer. It's about pirates, so that's why I feel like it's summery. And I was also reading at the beginning of summer when I was trying my best to be like, let's enjoy summer. And so I feel like it's associated with that, and I really don't want to enjoy summer anymore. That's the plan for reading, but I'm gonna listen to the end of The Historian and journal, because my Hobonichi journals, recently I've been getting to the end of the week and there's like nothing on the collage page, so I gotta figure out what to put there. Currently I have I have the cover of The Historian and a picture of what's his name from Culpa Mia. Don't judge me, okay? I'm mentally unwell, and this is just giving me so much life. Are you for reals? The last book that I read, I finished on June 8th. I basically didn't read anything in June, and like half of... Okay, I didn't finish. I have been reading. Oh my god! That's for reals. Crazy. Hello. I'm barely hanging on. It's supposed to be 90 degrees today. That's foul. But did I mention that I'm trying to stay up for 24 hours so that I can fix my sleep schedule, because it's completely flipped and it's just not doing me any favors with my mental health? So I'm trying to flip it back again to how I had it, where I was waking up super early, and that felt very good, which I normally am a more productive person at night, but it's not a good routine, especially if you have a dog. You need to keep it to like a proper routine. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh, finished. Ignore that thing. The lamp. I just MacGyvered it to serve my crocheting purposes. The light bulb's too bright, but then I can't dim it because then it feels weird, and then anyways, finished Blood Mercy by Bella Roth. Don't even ask me when I started this, okay? I don't even know. It's been so long. I was honestly so shocked to find out that the last book that I finished was forthcoming in June, in the beginning of June. Okay, anyways, Blood Mercy, I've had it on my TBR for ages now, but it did get a bit long, so I never approached reading it physically or in my Kindle, because that's where I would have read it. But it was always on my radar. I was always like, this is something that I gotta read. It seems super promising. And I was right. The audiobook came out. I think it's only on Audible, but it came out and I was like, perfect, time to listen to it. And, thank goodness the audiobook exists, because I don't think I would have been able to make it through, because it is a bit on the slower side, but it's just so slow and sweet and beautiful. It's a very well-crafted book. It's a very well-crafted book, and I definitely recommend, especially if you're in a certain romance fantasy vibe, you want to change things up a little bit. This is a very slow burn, but it's not an enemies to lovers, so there's not like that kind of hostility, which is, I love, but it changes it up, It's just very sweet, and the language was very poignant. I think I mentioned that it kind of felt like Pride and Prejudice in a way, but I meant that just more in like the language and how flowery, and it's very like court etiquette and stuff. I love, okay? Very good. The only thing is that there's like a bajillion books in this series. There's like, I think 5 or 7 out, and I don't know if it's already finished or what. I just can't do all those books. When you start getting to, it's 7 books. Like, I am somebody that finds a lot of comfort in the beginnings of books, like beginnings of series, I mean. And so the fact that this would be so long, like, I can't get invested in that. So the audiobook for the second book comes out in the 1st of August. So we'll see if I listen to that whenever it comes out. So I was working on this crochet project. This is not even, I'll insert a picture because I dropped the other part of it, but it's a cardigan, and this is the sleeve, and the sleeve is taking me literally so long. I'm so fucking tired of it. So I have on my Kindle some books to finish, and I think we should move on to the Kindle books now. Well, are there any more audiobooks I haven't finished? I mean, I'm sure there are, but like not recently. I have A Ship of Bones and Teeth by Corinne Halley. Like I said earlier, maybe I'm not in the mood for that. I started the other day To Marry a Fae by, I don't know, who cares? I'm not going to recommend this book to you guys. I'm at 74% through. It's just not, like, it feels like a first draft or like a rough outline of a book that it needs to build more upon. It feels like there's a big chunk of every single scene missing, you know what I mean? Basically, this girl is living in her little village. She's half fae, and all the villagers hate her. So this fae comes, and he's like, I'm taking you back to the fae land because you have to participate in the bride games to marry me. It's like decree of the king, and yeah, blah blah blah. And she's like, whatever, okay, let's go. And then she's like a fierce warrior, blah blah blah. Maybe she has untapped magic, blah blah blah. Insta love on his part, very heavily. Like, relax, dude. Really could have built this up a lot better, fleshed it out better. But it's a short book. It's 288 pages, and I'm at 215, so I should just finish this, I'm already that deep in, I guess. But I feel like once I finish this book, it'll all leave my mind after that, so might as well finish it while I still remember what's going on. Wish me luck for staying up, but I'm currently getting anxiety because life hates me. Also, forgot to mention, the main male character is blonde, so immediately no. Immediately 1 star deducted. So I finished Blood Mercy. It was really good. Did I already talk about this? I think I did. And then I started to finish To Marry a Fae, and I fell asleep, and I held on to that little like remote that flips the page for you the entire nap. Wow. I have the grip of a infant. It was not great, honestly. Like I think I said earlier. What has been done? What has been said already today? I don't know. It just felt like it really could have been fleshed out much better. It started out promising, but quickly started. I wrote a little bit of notes because I felt like I was. It started out promising, but quickly started to lose substance, and it was so instant love. It relied too heavily on Faye being able to tell the truth instead of actually building the relationship. It almost read like how I imagine a contemporary romance with like problematic like males being like, I love you, but they're just like kind of lying. And okay, by the end of it, I just really didn't believe anything that was going on. But I liked the main character, the female main character for the most part, especially towards the beginning. I thought it was fun. There were some good lines. There were some cringy lines. And I don't think this was just I don't think this was just written for the smut, because the smut wasn't even that. It was very mid. So I don't think that was the point of the book. So I felt like it could have just been a lot better. You could have really expanded on the romance, especially finishing Blood Mercy just before this one. It's like the comparison is very harsh. So I'd say skip this one. You don't need to read it unless you want something very mindless, very quick. You want to just achieve a book. That's it. There you go. I figured that's it for today, and then I'll continue tomorrow. And so I was looking on Audible if I had any unfinished books. I have some like high fantasies that I barely even started. And then I remembered I was looking on Goodreads because I have a couple of currently readings on there. I Promise of Fire by Amanda Bouchette. This I started so long ago now. This also started out pretty promising. The female main character has this magic, and this warlord is like, I need your help me, come captive. And then she's like, no, I don't want to be your captive. And then something happens obviously, and then she's okay. Yeah, things getting along or whatever. And then I feel like I hit a wall where I was just like, I could care less what happens from now on. But it was going good, but I think that was just me. It's me, not you, you know? So do I continue? Do I finish it? I only have 2 hours left at 1.8 speed, so I could just push through. And I kind of remember what's been happening. Oh, and it's got a lot of, I think it's Greek. Was it this book? But it's got a lot of like god lore, and that's fun. It's got some good lore, but there's just some other things that I feel like could be refined about it. But it's like overall pretty good, I think. I don't know. The cover's kind of cheesy. I was gonna say ugly, but that's mean. I mean, I would say it, but like cheesy could be a better word for that. There's another cover for it that I think is better. But anyways. I started A Promise of Fire. I didn't mean to. I just accidentally clicked play, and then I was like, oh, this is interesting. Why am I like this? So maybe I will finish this. I just can't stop, or else I think I'll probably fail to continue. It's been a few days since I finished A Promise of Fire. I always want to say Blood and Fire, but it's just fire. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I had stopped the audiobook at some point because I just like wasn't feeling the vibes, but immediately when I picked up again, it was just like straight out the gate, stuff happening again. So it was just a lull. Should have just pushed through it at the time, but you know what, whatever, it's fine. I could add it into this let's finish books that I put off finishing. So another book done, yay. So that's a lot of books done in July. Back on track with reading regularly, I guess, but since then I've read Divine Rivals, started and finished, and yeah, very good. But A Promise of Fire, Let Us Speak. It was an interesting setting. I really liked how it started out, how it set it up. I give it a 5 stars, but I would say it's more like a 4.5, but I was just feeling generous when I was rating it, I guess. The female main character was like girl boss witty, you know, which is enjoyable, not stupid and intolerable to be in their POV, you know, so that was appreciated. It does develop into romance. There is some spice, and I feel like the author set it up so that when the male main character becomes like a certain trope, it's not so icky. It's more like I can understand why he's this way and like the society and, you know, yeah. So I appreciated that setup so that it made more sense in the end. I'd kind of forgotten before, but it has Greek gods and lots of powerful beings at play and things are moving, so it was interesting. And I think I might continue the series, which is a big thing for me because I love to just read the first book and then not continue with the series. But I think I might, if push comes to shove and I can't figure out what to read, which is currently me right now, don't know what to read, but like maybe sometime in the future. But overall, enjoyed it. So yeah, that's it. Those are the four books that I read, and that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much taking the time to spend with me, and yeah, goodbye.